Hello, everybody, and welcome to another day of Factorio. It's actually still the same day from the last video, last stream. It's just, I'm back on. After work. And now it's time to get into Fulgora. I've been thinking about it all day. Can these things get modules? They can. Okay, so actually, first things first. Let's get 4 blue inserters. Yeah, these things can rip scrap apart faster than the yellow inserters we're handling. I think we are at the point where we lose power sometime in the day, but that's okay. I don't know what we're building with this. Oh yeah, we're gonna start doing that. Let's just pick this up so it doesn't cost power. Tear these things down. Okay, so at the end of the last session, I'm just going to say those things get destroyed while we talk. I'll run closer. At the end of the last session, I made this little check marks. And I think the first thing we're going to do is explore the surface. We landed here on this little island, saw some scrap in the corner, and ran this way and have done everything here. Now, let's see what happens when I run around and explore. I have some lightning rods, I think. If I don't, I'll build some. I'll build 2 lightning rods. Okay, what is the, yeah. It's a little rough. We have a lot of iron plates, though. We have a lot of red and blue chips, too. And a lot of ice. Which is good, because we need to keep making water. I need to automate this, but I don't know if I actually need to automate this or not. Holmium ore. We don't have a lot of holmium ore. I wonder... My cat is deciding to turn around. Okay. I wonder... By the way, these things, these alerts are from Volcanus. I should go here and just get rid of these so we stop seeing that pop up. And there is a way. There's got to be a way. Because I don't have... Do I have any more of these? Let's test. Okay, looks like we do. Do we just have one? No, we've got two. Okay. So in that case, we can probably get these working without needing a long inserter. There you go. So this would take that, put it in here. Okay, I didn't think I'd have to solve this puzzle here. I don't know if I was completely prepared. Oh, this one has it. Maybe that's the solution. We just do one inserter for now. Get rid of these. Put that in, and then we have it output into a box, which I might be able to just do as like one of these. I think I made a bunch of passive provider chests. Let's see. Here it is. And now we'll make gun turrets. Cool. Okay, so this is part of the end game for this place, which is to make a whole bunch of ammo. And truthfully, we'll make a third box. There's no reason not to. I don't know if there is more power. There is. Here we go. So, we'll have 3 full chests of that. Okay, we're back on Fulgora. I didn't mean to do that, but the alert thing, I'm sure, annoyed some viewer out there, so I wanted to help out as I could. I don't know if I'm gonna need a lot more refined concrete, so for the time being, we'll just have a little store of it. And I have lightning rods. Let me put them on my bar so I can quickly click it. It looks like it just turned daytime, or is about to. And there is something up here to the right, so... Now this gets slow. I think these are the oil oceans. I wouldn't call this a huge island. If I remember right, in the description of this place, it said that specifically there were no life forms. Let's see what's up here. Looks like another island of small size. I like the music for Fulgora. Now, this is a small island. Okay. Let's keep on going. I don't know if there are big islands. This seems like a nice island, though. I mean, this is bigger. Is it about to get dark? If lightning's about to start striking, we might call it. Yep. Okay, there's lightning attractors here, so that's kind of nice. We'll spend the night picking up stuff. This looks about the same size as this one. This one's definitely big. Bigger than what I built on, at least. Can I do another easy thing? I guess we should probably do like laser turrets. We might as well, right? This should research pretty quickly. Ooh, I do not have good battery on my armor. Our solar panels do not do a good job of giving me power. I have to be careful about when I use my robots because they don't charge. Well, also, it's nighttime right now, so maybe that's why it's rough. Let's just make sure I'm not needed from that message. No. Okay, what happens in the day? Is it exactly the same? Okay, the solar panels on my person are really not good at charging. You can't see it actually because behind my camera, but my suit is at 11% charge, and it's because these things are 80% less effective. And that's how I'm charging all my batteries. So, I wonder if there's a better way to do that. In the meantime, I will probably just manually deconstruct things. I don't need that many materials. Okay, now, as I am running, let's do scrap recycling. Here we go. We're getting good resources this time. These footsteps are disgusting sounding. Does running around use my battery, actually? I think it does because my exoskeleton consumes power to give me 30% movement speed. Oh, I just realized that it's nighttime. I should not be crossing the river. Okay, we're safe. Cool. This is a pretty good setup I made last part. It's not perfect. It seems like ice and stone need a faster grab or two. Laser turrets are done. Mining productivity. I don't have purple science at back in the base. That's the problem. So all these purple upgrades, not helpful. Military 3 unlocks tanks, personal laser defenses. Is the music supposed to be all fuzzy like that? I guess we do military 3. Okay. Man, look at this solid fuel. We have to start doing something with all this or my thing will start getting backed up. Okay. Well, based on my little exploratory venture, this island right next to us seems fine to build on. There's no resources that I need to get on this place, and I can just make a semblance of a factory here. So the question is, how do I get resources from here over there? And I think the answer is train, which is refined concrete. Okay, where am I getting all these iron sticks from? Am I getting them from scrap? I don't understand where they're coming from. I'm not crafting them. They're not supposed to... Oh, wait. They're probably from destroying the natural stuff on the map, which I can't see any of because I've destroyed them all, I think. Jesus. I don't like the sound that makes. It's very, like, fuzzy. I do, in general, like the music of this planet, but that fuzziness is not my favorite. I think that when I destroy stuff, I get the iron bars or iron sticks. That's probably where they're coming from. Let's keep on scrapping all of that. Okay. So we probably should just feed this concrete right into this. For now, I'm going to need it. Should be pretty easy. Feed the concrete right into this and keep on making refined concrete. I can manually put the other stuff in. But this way, we can craft train tracks. And the first thing we're going to want is a rail ramp. That needs 100, which I have. So let's make one. And let's just double check that I'm right. I'm pretty sure that I read that rail ramps... Oh, wow, this is bigger than I thought it would be. Yeah, it looks like it can go onto this. Let's go ahead. Where am I going to put a train on this island? I guess down here. This is going to be the only place I really have space for. So this can go off this way. So let's make some rails. Just a straight rail. Small, yeah, here you go. Breaking a small Phagorian ruin gives me iron sticks. That's exactly what I expected. Cool. So, let's focus on getting a train station over there. Energy shield equipment. Portable solar panel. Is that the only portable power? It might not be. Portable fission reactor. Is that nuclear? Yeah, that's nuclear, which I haven't really done anything with. Okay, well, let's discharge defense, explosive rocketry. Sure. Can I build a train? I need engine units, and engine units cannot be crafted by hand. I remember that. Steel plates, iron gears, pipes. Oh, this thing right here is actually perfect. I can take all of this back, and let's just make engines. I need 20 engines, and each engine takes a steel plate, so let's put 20 in. Well, we'll put 50 in. A lot of these, and then 2 pipes each, so we'll do 40 pipes, which means we need 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 36, 37, 38. Hey, how you doing, Renegade? Welcome to the stream. I'm on a new planet, Fulgora. I don't know if you saw me get here or not. But this is a weird one. If I remember right, you did not play this game, like Space Age. Volcanus did take a little while. I think it took me like 8 to 10 hours to get off of. I just played some of that offline. But Volcanus is still here, and we're not done with Volcanus yet. Yeah, you've not played Space Age, but you've seen a bit of it. Yeah. We are going to be coming back to space, like Volcanus. Right now, what's happening is I'm building up red ammo so that I can kill one of those worms. Because I think I have to kill the worm in this section in order to get to this tungsten ore. And I need this tungsten ore patch to make the science from this planet. So I'm going to have to come back here once I have ammo. And I also, actually this stream got gun turret production set up so that I'll have a ton of gun turrets to use. Grinding Street Fighter and watching streams of Factorio. That sounds like an amazing day. You have a great day, great life set up right there. These provider chests are not within my Roboport radius. I just am seeing, but that's okay. I don't need calcite or stone, I don't think. But yeah, Volcanus was really cool. It's also done now. So I think peaceful mode specifically means that things won't attack me until I attack them, but they still exist on the planets. Because back on Navis, I still have biter nests, and they haven't been coming to attack me, but they are here. Like you can see, this bitter is here. I just decided not to fight it, so it hasn't fought me. The worms might behave a little differently, but I think in general they don't attack you anyways, so that's been fine. And a distractor. A tank. Let's research a tank. Why not, right? Maybe I can make a tank. But yeah, I did set it to peaceful. The planet that I'm currently on, I don't know if you know this already. You probably do. It does not have enemies. And so that's pretty cool. I've just set up some scrap mines. I also have my probably a really bad setup here, but I wanted to divide everything into different materials that you get from scrap. And right now I'm just throwing into the chests, which is my classic solution. And then hand feeding stuff like when I can. I need to make this all automated. Did I see the old Transformers animated movie? I have not seen the old Transformers animated movie, but back years ago, there was a Transformers PlayStation game. I think PlayStation 3, which is crazy to say that was years ago because I was like in high school, but produce 1,000 processing units per hour. Is that the blue chips? That's cool. By using scrap, I'm making more blue chips. That's cool. It's really old, and they go to the planet of junk. No, I haven't seen that. Junkicons, which are funny. I did not watch that, no. That sounds good, though. Did you see the latest? I don't actually know if it was the latest. There was a Transformers movie that was animated that recently came out that was pretty awesome, actually. I haven't really. I watched a reaction of it, so I guess I can't give it that much of a review, but you didn't see it if it's new. Yeah, well, this one is not live action. It's animated, like CGI. And everyone that I have heard talk about it says it's the best Transformers movie that exists. And it didn't do very well, so everyone's upset that there's not going to be a sequel. Probably. I mean, they haven't said there's not a sequel. Okay, elevated rails, which is what I'm about to use, are used to traverse impassable terrain to other obstacles. To switch between ground and elevated rail, press G. Cool. Rail ramp allows the train to enter a different rail layer. And rail support is used to support the elevated layer of rail over ground or water. Okay, and I can't build anything over this gunky goo section. The media market is really saturated right now. Yeah, it's unfortunate. Let's you know what I haven't done is use the fluid wagon yet. So let's do one of those and a cargo wagon. Because we are making holmium solution. We can make that here. And if we make it here, we can ship it to the other area. So let's go ahead and do this. Oh, am I going to need... Hold up. I think I might need a locomotive on either side. So I need another 20 engines. Let's do 40 pipes. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. There's too much of everything. Yeah, I agree. Hold up, I have to refresh Twitch. It broke on me. But yeah, there's too much of everything. And also, rise and fall of all these fashion brands. Like actual fashion, or are you talking about rise and fall of, like, Marvel and all those things? Clothes fashion. That's cool. That'd be really interesting. I feel like that's a part of society that is not treated super seriously often. But yeah, I can definitely see that it would often be the same. Like, I haven't looked into it much, but that young talented designer sells clothes, makes a company. That's the start I've only ever heard. I haven't really heard much about the ending, except usually it's like some sort of like drug use, death, or tragedy. Yeah, rise to the top and then fall. Well, I think it's the same for a lot of stuff, though. Like, I think companies sort of fall prey to this too. I feel like every company looks at its like growth potential and is like aiming for it, and if you don't have 20% growth every year, the company fails. Yeah. Yeah. I actually think that companies should be a lot better. Like, I think companies are better if you keep them small. You saw a video about American Apparel. I'll be right back while the engines are building. Is American Apparel... Wait, that was like a clothing brand, right? American Apparel was... I thought you had said American Eagle first, but American Apparel was different. Is this just like an interest of yours, or is this like something you went to school for, or something along those lines? Because it's a really cool topic. Used to work in a very expensive fashion department store. That's really cool. I I've not had a lot of exposure to that. In fact, I wear clothes. The shirt I'm wearing right now has a hole in the back because I wear things until they fall apart. That's that's my the way I use clothes, which is probably pretty sustainable, so I don't feel that bad about it. It's just my wife gives me a hard time sometimes. You found the channel randomly, going deep dive. That's the best. If it's good quality, it'll last. This shirt, I don't know about its quality, but I got it in college when I was on the solar car team that we had at college, and I got a shirt for being a part of it that year, and it's like 13 years later. Not AI narration. Very important. Very important. AI narration. AI. I've only encountered it a few times that I know of in videos as narration, and every single time it always puts me off. I'm sure that there are some that I've watched that I did not catch, but yeah. Yeah, AI narration is being used a lot. Right now, it sort of reminds me of those like old YouTube videos. I don't know if you ever saw them, where it was like someone writing text in Notepad to tell you what they were doing. It was like a lot of tutorial videos where they either didn't trust themselves to speak English or didn't want to set up a mic or something. And they would open Notepad and speed it up, and they would type, and they'd often misspell a lot, and you'd see them like type a word and delete. But anyways, AI voiceover narration kind of reminds me of that a lot. A famous London department store met celebrities who'd go shopping there. That is so dope. Rail signal basics. It's really trying to get me to... It thinks I've made like a ton of different trains. You served Bon Jovi and didn't know who it was. It was him. That's so cool. Are you still in the UK then? I'm in the like east coast of the United States, which you can probably tell from my accent. But I'm in like the Boston area, and I've been to the UK a couple times, and I've loved it every time I've been. It's such a cool place. My favorite place I've been is Whitby, which is probably like a facepalm for you because that seemed like a very local tourist destination. But that made it like so awesome to visit as a non-local. It felt like it was actual life I was seeing happen and people on vacation, but it wasn't just like tons of Americans or people from out of country. Anyways, Whitby was a magical place. Yeah, it's in Yorkshire. I also like York a lot. And then I went up to Scotland and I liked Edinburgh as well. There was also a small town like 45 minutes away from Edinburgh in like north of that on the coast by train, and that one was magical as well. It's a really big difference, yeah. Okay, I need to make 2 train stops. Accents, attitudes. Yeah, it's also funny to me that Yorkshire is called North, because it's like still in the south of the UK to me when I look at it. Okay, let's put this here. Train stops with the same name. I need to just we are going to name this one First Island. And then how do I make these things? Refined concrete. Okay, I'm gonna need to make a lot of it. North is a state of mind. That's actually hilarious. It's actually fun that you're from the UK. I have been watching for the last like 5 years, however long it's been out. Really, I've been watching Taskmaster, and it's been great. But that's gotten me into so many different British TV shows. Your parents worked in Hong Kong, where it was when it was British, and you were born over there. That that's really cool. It's kind of crazy. Uh, Sort of the British Empire in general existing is crazy to my mind, but Hong Kong is awesome. I haven't been there, but I've heard a lot about it. Being a sea power, it makes sense. Yeah, yeah. I wonder if I have to. I'm not really sure how this is gonna work. That's why you play Street Fighter. Did you start playing in Hong Kong? If so, that's like an awesome origin story. Chun Li is from the street of Hong Kong. That's awesome. Wait, how does this work? I think I need to make a lot of rails. It was the big game in all the arcades. What? I guess I don't know. Can I do this? Cannot build on deep ocean. Okay, so I have to go up. This is cool. Okay, then we'll close this. It's crazy I can walk over deep ocean, but I can't build on it. In the arcades that I grew up in, the coolest game to me was Gauntlet, which was like a fantasy. Oh no, I need to make this again, don't I? That's 100 refined concrete. Oh no. Side-scrolling beat 'em up. The one I remember, it might have not been the first Gauntlet, was more of like a dungeon crawler, but like a 4-person co-op game. And you were able to pick like wizard, warrior, Yeah, yeah, yeah. And you'd go through arcade machines. I miss arcades, honestly. They're great. I miss a lot of things, though. I miss not having a smartphone. I need to get rid of my smartphone. Golden Axe. It might, honestly. We never got far, so I don't know much about Gauntlet at all. Just that it was really fun. In the new Street Fighter, there's a battle hub. Oh, that's actually awesome. The battle hub, so they like swap which games are where. That is very cool. Do you mainly play the old retro games, or do you play the like new ones? Retro Street Fighter's in the final fight. That that's awesome. That feels like it's just like a feel good for everybody. Do I need to? Did I mess up? Does this have to be like? How does the ramp work? Wait. If I can put the ramp entirely here, why is it not working here? Does this work? Okay. Here we go. Street Fighter is the main thing. You just go into no, you just go training mode and ranked. Street Fighter, that's so cool to be good at. And I think last time we talked about it, I said I'm not good at it, which makes it a little less cool. But like anything, if you play ranked mode and just play against people of a similar rank, it's probably really fun, even if you're bad. I just haven't put a lot of time into the fighting genre. It looks like the rails are okay in a lightning storm, which is good. No one starts out as good. That is 100% the reality. Every time I've played Street Fighter, though, it always feels like it feels like I don't know how to put this. It feels like I've regressed back to being like a 4-year-old. And I don't. It just is not always what I want to do. It feels like I don't know what I'm doing. I'm playing like Mario Kart, and sometimes when I mash the buttons and do the thing, it works, and sometimes it doesn't. And I don't have any idea why. And we're going to call this Big Island. And also we'll protect it with a lightning thing. A good game to keep your mind and reaction sharp as you get older. Yeah. Were you born in 79? Is that why you're X79? Because, cool. My, Norian 711 is because I was born on July 11th. Which, if you are American, 7/11 is July 11th. Not if you are in the UK. But That's okay. Let's put some solid fuel in here and some solid fuel in here. But I was born in 93. I got the idea that you were a little older than me when you were talking about Hong Kong. Okay, let's do some bulk inserters. We'll do 2 of them. And we will do 1 that unloads. Actually, are we going to do 2 that unload? Maybe we'll do 2 that unload. We're going to do 4 that unload. You saw a lot of the best players in the game were around your age too? Oh, that's kind of cool. That's not always the case with games that have like high reflexes and all of that. I feel like if you're playing a first-person shooter, actually, if you're playing like League of Legends, if you're 24, you're already too old to play pro. So that's good, in my opinion. Okay, there's no power. Do we have accumulators? Let's just get some over here. Do I have another lightning thing? I'll need to make one. Stone bricks. We're gonna have 7. So let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There you go. Excuse me. Okay, and then let's do 4 bulk inserters on this side. I'm not sure what I'm putting over there yet, but we probably want them to be bulk inserters. Instead of hand feeding this, I probably should have this set up in some sort of automatic way. So I keep on making it. But part of me thinks holmium solution, like I should turn into things on the other side. Is there anything else I use for holmium solution? Yeah, electrolytes, and I need it for electromagnetic. So I think we want to make holmium solution here. We will want to make holmium plates on the other island. So we want to put holmium solution in the fluid wagon. So I'm going to need to make water over here automatically feed stone and holmium ore into this, which we have enough of for sure. God, these things still have like 3 million scrap. It looks like planets that are not Navis are kind of awesome. I wonder if there's a mod where you can start literally from zero on a planet that's not Navis. That sounds really fun, to go from like absolutely nothing to full research on a different planet. There was C block. Is that not Navis? Okay, there's a lot of solid fuel backing up. I need solid fuel to not back up as much as it is. It was a water world and you got everything from seawater. Okay, that's not quite exactly what I was asking for, but that's about the same idea, where you get all of the resources you want from a different place. Refined concrete. What else do I need you for? Artillery wagon. Refined hazard concrete. What is that? Hazard concrete. I don't know. Foundry. Electromagnetic plants. I do need them for electromagnetic plants. Cryogenic plants, but those are a different planet. Biolab, a different planet. And artillery turret, which I don't need the artillery stuff. I don't think I need to keep making refined concrete, actually. I might be able to take this all away. Let's take this out. We'll let this finish what it's doing. Holmium plates. We really did craft a bit of holmium plates, which is pretty nice. We probably need those for something. Okay, I keep getting distracted. I need to put fuel into both engines. I need to put holmium fluid into this, and I don't know what I'm sending over in this yet, but probably a little bit of everything. Do I want to send everything over? Probably, right? Okay. One thing I do know is that we're going to do 4 bulk inserters into this. Let's go ahead and power them. And what they have is going to be interesting. Maybe I just send over a mixed bag of scrap stuff. Maybe I don't have to do all the separating here. And I can do this on the other side. I don't really know. Because, okay, we don't need any of this anymore. And I don't need to be making refined concrete here. I'm not making engines anymore. So the only thing is this, which we can throw holmium ore into, and some stone. So actually, if this is the thing I need to make, let's go ahead and make holmium ore, auto insert, and stone. Do I need to do this? And actually we're gonna do this. Okay, here we go. So we can auto feed holmium ore and stone into this. Now I need to put ice into that. I think the iron gear wheel to iron plate thing is not a bad idea. But I'm starting to think some of this might want to be on the other island. So this is just going to be iron gears here. God, the solid fuel is insane. We need solid fuel to get down here and be put into the trains. It feels like I'm doing this wrong. I just went back and I watched some of my first parts on YouTube of this. What's the end goal of this game? You played the demo for a while and you wasn't sure what you were doing. Hey Sal, how you doing? The end goal of this game, as far as I'm aware, is you start on Navis, which is this planet here, which might be what you remember. You land on this planet. I was in the desert, you could be by a forest, and you make a factory, and your goal here is to launch a rocket to get off the planet. Once you get off the planet, you make a space platform somewhat like this, probably more like this, where you can use this space platform to get to another planet. Once you get to other planets, you can go to these three to begin with: Volcanus, Gleba, and Fulgora. I've only been to these two. I don't know what Gleba's like. But once you get the necessary things from these three planets, you can go to this planet, and once you're done with this planet, you go to the solar system edge, which, as far as I can tell, is the end. This little popover says the end, so I think this is the goal. If you are playing the game without Space Age, because there's a DLC called Space Age, and if you're playing it without Space Age, the goal of the game is a lot simpler, and it's just to make this rocket silo and launch a rocket. Once you launch a rocket, game over. But it's a lot harder to do if you're not playing in Space Age. So, my understanding, I never played pre-Space Age, and I bought Space Age to just do my first playthrough. My understanding is it would take twice or three times as long to launch a rocket if you are not in Space Age. But I don't have any first-hand experience in that. But yeah, you crash land on Navis, that first planet. Okay, next thing that I want to do, holmium plates. It's been nice here. We're gonna delete all this. This pipe. Excuse me. Let's make a few pipes to ground. and we'll get this here. And I think that we make a pump. I'm not 100% certain. Do you know how to load liquid into a fluid wagon, Renegade? Because I've tried and failed before, and I don't know. But yes, I think that you will really enjoy it. And if you have any questions about like what's going on, I do have a YouTube playthrough that is like 30 hours long at this point, but I start with zero understanding of what's going on. So somewhere along the line, a lot of questions are answered. And I'm like, how far am I right now? Let's save the game and see. I am 42 and a half hours into this playthrough, so I'm no longer starting at zero. I have an idea of what I'm doing, although people still don't know what they're doing by like the 5,000th hour of playing, from what I've heard. But you at least, it's good to know. There's a lot of learning, but if you want to know what it's like to play the game from scratch, I do have a playthrough where you can learn from the beginning with me if you want. And I use a pump. The game is very open. Yeah. I need an engine unit. That's so frustrating. Okay, I put this down. Let's make another engine unit. Steel. Gear. 2 pipes. You'll check it out. Yeah, if you've only played the demo, you have a lot to still see. It's a very cool game. Let's make a pump. There we go. I will also say, my experience of playing this game has been massively improved by, hey, look at that. It's working. That's so cool. My experience of playing this game has been massively improved by streaming it. There's been a lot of people on Twitch that have helped me out. I think that it would probably have taken twice as long to get here without help from people chatting. I did not doubt you. If I did doubt you, I'm sorry. How much is made here with this recipe? 100. So it's going to take a while for this to really fill up, but I don't need it to fill up. I think I'm going to do it the same here, where I do automatic and I add big island and then I add first island. And this one is going to be time past 30 seconds. And this will be time past 30 seconds. And so the train will just keep on going back and forth. Because I'm not going to wait until this is filled up. I'm sorry, I did not mean to drive this at all. Let's go. No. Let's try and get some materials in here. Oh, wait. First, I need to hook up ice to this. I don't have that, so let's put this here. Okay. I'm gonna be honest with you right now. Hey, Sal. The way I'm playing this planet right now, almost for sure is not. You're not learning anything good watching me do this. So I apologize, but also I don't. Like part of the fun is figuring out how to do it yourself. And there's a lot of fun to be had with that. So just allow yourself to enjoy it. Everyone will do something differently. Yeah, there's a lot to take in. That's kind of why I recommend watching at least the first 2 episodes of my playthrough, or playing while you look up like how to start, because I think the learning experience can be a lot, but once you know things, it is just everything else comes together. Yeah, you can do what you want and play it your way is really good. There's no right or wrong way, even though it feels like there is. Okay. What's happening? What got destroyed? Oh, over here. I didn't put a lightning thing down because I didn't have the ability to make one, because I didn't have stone bricks. That's something I should make. Let's put these back down. Okay, there we go. Let's take our train over to the other island. Get off. Put this down. There you go. We rebuilt that. Lightning rods here now to protect these. That's good. And this power is good for unloading this. Let's make a couple storage tanks over here. Well, first, I think we're going to need another pump, which is actually really obnoxious because that means I need to go back. Can I actually... There you go. I want the train things to be separately, like, facing the right way. Okay, where is my engine creating? It's over here. I'm gonna put it here, make an engine. I have a nice way of filtering the junk. Thank you. How many do I need? 40? I need to make 8 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I don't know if what I'm doing is actually good or not, though. Wait, I don't need that many engines. I'm making a pump, which only needs 1 engine. Let's make it. Here we go. So I think this means that this direction, one of the locomotives is driving, and the other direction, this one's driving. And now let's make a pump to unload. And can we unload directly into storage tanks? Yes. Oh, that was so fast. Okay, so if I do auto, we are at Big Island, aren't we? Stop is inaccessible. It's still inaccessible? What am I doing wrong here? Tips and tricks. Train stops. I mean, I got this working on my other place. I thought you put it at like the end of the track. This is going here. This is called Big Island. And it can't get to Big Island. Can you get to First Island? Okay, we'll see if it can. By the way, you can't see it, but my my battery on my armor is still... Okay, how's this doing? Okay, it's good. It's working. Oh, but it stopped early. I might have to move this. Okay, so it's not all the way. That answers the question. Does this pump work? Can we do this and do this? I just got rid of a lot of the liquid, I think. Let's get back in. I'm not driving. This is auto still. And so over here, let's make this one further. Down. Do a pump. And it loads up some holmium solution. There you go. And now I need to figure out what I'm loading into the cargo wagon. Holmium solution we are sending up. And holmium solution we're making a lot of. In addition, we should probably have a couple storage tanks over here of it. There you go. We are pumping holmium solution into this whenever it is created. There you go. Holmium solution. We could probably make more of it. Okay, we need as many lightning rods as we can get. We don't need as many as we can get, but we have some. Okay. Now, what are we doing with all this? Because we are separating all of the stuff. We probably don't need ice on the other side. And we probably don't need holmium on the other side. everything else, it seems like, and stone. Let's just say we don't need stone. So let's pretend I guess what I can do here, I might just take all of this and put it back into a mix. Because if I put it all back into like a mix, what's the point of dividing it before I get it there? Maybe I do this on the other side. I probably do all this on the other side. Oh no. But I have so much storage now. Okay, let's here we go. It's taken me a while to get here. I was standing in the way. Okay. We'll do 4 bulk inserters here. And we'll output priority right. So nothing circles around unless we have a backup here. Am I doing this right? I cannot tell if I'm doing this okay. One thing I do know is that we are getting rid of all these. We'll come back for these boxes. We picked up... what did we pick up? Copper cable. What was the other one we picked up? Concrete. Yeah, both of those are fine, I think. So these things should now come all the way down here and be bulk inserted into these chests. And when the train comes back, it loads a bunch of stuff into the train, including my inventory. So let's see what it does. On the other side, we should get everything out. We'll probably get everything out faster, honestly. Yeah, it's all the way gone already. And holmium solution, we have 2,500 in each thing, so we actually have 5,000 holmium solution over here. Okay. So the question now is, how are we going to do this? Do I do it the same way I did it before? which is divide each item individually by its like, that seems wrong. Let's go ahead and get a splitter. Let's get 5 splitters while I'm thinking about it. Where are they? Oh, I'm still making bulk inserters. Okay. Okay, a double line here. Now the question is, do we circle around? I think we do. So it doesn't get fully backed up ever. I mean, it will right now. But now, is this 12? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We could go 2 higher. Okay. And that means we can do the exact same division that we were doing on the other side. And this is perfect because 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Uh-oh. Okay. Let's do this again. Concrete. Iron gears. I really should have done this smarter. Iron gear, copper wire. Copper wire, ice. Stone. Holmium ore. What are the other things? Low density structure. Red chip, blue chip. There's 3 more. What else is in this? Solid fuel. Stone. Did I already do stone? I did stone. Concrete? Did I do concrete? That was the first thing I did. Battery. What else is there in my inventory? Steel. Okay. If we... Well, I guess the best way to do this... No, that's not true. I was thinking I could just put it straight into a box, but honestly... 5, 10, 11, 12. Let's make 12 iron chests. Okay, we're making inserters. I'll be right back. Okay. The inserters are done. We can power them all on both sides. And we'll start collecting the materials in boxes. This is probably wrong. Let's put it one away so that we can do some sort of output. We might actually want to do two away, but that means that we're doing it wrong. Okay. Concrete. Is concrete not going to make it all the way? Or is concrete rare? No, we have concrete. Let's put concrete into here. And actually, I can unload a lot of my inventory now. Iron gears, I'm going to just leave those. There you go. Ice, we'll put some ice in. Let's put some stone in. Holmium ore I don't have. I don't have that either. I'll hold on to the chips. We'll put some solid fuel in. I'll hold on to the batteries and the steel. Okay. I can come back and get some of this stuff. That's pretty great. Holmium solution, we need to figure out a way to use it before that gets completely backed up. We need to make a lot more accumulators, which means I need more batteries. So let's do that. We'll make 12 more. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'll stand here. Yeah, that's within this, and that's within that. I probably need to automate accumulators, which is iron plates and batteries. Maybe that can be the first thing I automate. What's going on here? Refined concrete. Did I put refined concrete in there? I did not mean to do that. Okay. This is a different power, like, grouping than my other island over here. I should put a radar down. They use so much power, though. 300 kilowatts? I don't know if that's worth it. Wow. Cannon shells. Wait, I made a tank. I made the ability to make a tank. Is that... Where is that? I don't see it. Here it is. 32 engines, 50 steel. The 32 engines would be the hardest thing out of all of this on this planet. But I don't need a tank on this planet. I'm just thinking the tanks have a bigger cannon shell, explosive cannon shell. The damage is 180 plus 576. I might need to make a tank on Volcanus and use that to help me destroy the worm. I need 2 more of these. Can I get some more batteries? Okay, this is done for now. Let's try to get some automation going. So, the thing that I was thinking I would need was accumulators. And those are iron plates and batteries, which I did not put close to each other. The way that I divided them is probably good. I need to get some blue inserters, which I probably have from picking them up. Nope, I don't. We need blue inserters for stone. Well, actually, we need blue inserters for iron gear wheels. Those are clogging the line. There you go. This is very unfortunate the way I place this. This is not going to be good for time. Where are the lightning things? We need to... There you go. How are we expecting to do this? Some of this is like, it's only here because it didn't get picked up well on the other side. So let's run over here and make sure everything is going okay. Oh, the ice. Okay. No, we've messed up. We need these still, and we need that. And for solid fuel, we're gonna want some over here. Let's go ahead and put some solid... No, oh God, what have I done? Get out of here. Ugh. I need to put not you, a yellow one here. Use filter. I only want you to grab stone. And let's copy this and paste that here. And then let's take those. Now, we're gonna want that. Only grab ice. Copy, paste. I don't really need low density structures here. This one should only grab a solid fuel. Oh God, what did I do? I was just trying to hit Q. I hit tilde and something else. Probably tab a couple times. And then this is holmium ore, which we are not getting enough of. Now, I'm curious. These cost not that much. I'm gonna do quality. We're gonna get into something weird here. I think I need copper wire. Because I'm gonna need 8 more quality things. What do I need else? Is it iron plates? What's the need? Green circuits. What do they take? Oh, plastic. I just need red circuits. Okay. 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, we're getting quality modules. Oh, I got an achievement. Insert a quality module into a module slot. Well, we'll see how this goes. We'll insert 4 into this once we have all 4. Actually, I guess we can put them in as they come. I don't really understand where these things appear in my inventory, because Q does not come before S and after L. So I don't know how inventory is organized. Oh wait, maybe it does. No, but this is not alphabetical. So this thing has 4% quality. So some of the stuff that we make, we have some uncommon things already going through the system. I don't know. This might be a mistake to make quality stuff. We have to try, though. It takes so long to make modules by hand, which is probably why they want you to automate everything. But I am making modules by hand because I don't actually need that many. These are the last 4. You know what we should do really quick is... God, we have so much solid fuel. I need to do this. Yeah, I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. Put a chest down. And put all of these in. Okay. I have way too much. I need to... Oh, God. What's in the way? And then I can do this. Go under. I might need to use a red one. Oh god. I didn't know I was crafting it, but it's good to do. There you go. And this is the other... No, this is the other one. Okay. We'll see how this goes, but what I'm trying to do is put solid fuel into both of these trains. I did not need to make all of these iron gear wheels, but I am making them. I'm realizing now that my entire construction queue is under my face cam, and it has been for like 45 hours of playthrough. So sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Sorry to everybody on YouTube. I don't think that there's a better corner for me to be in. In general, the goal is to not manually produce a whole bunch, so... There you go. There's the fuel. Get closer. Fuel. Yeah. We are now feeding both of these things with fuel. That's perfect. That will back up at some point, and then it will go over. This thing needs ice. Why is it not getting ice? It's full of water, is that why? Are you going to grab ice? Output full. That's the problem. We need another holmium ore. Output still full. Okay, holmium ore is the problem. Holmium ore. Every time it shows up, it needs to go here. Oh my god. Do we have quality stuff still? Yeah, we need to put these in. Okay. Let's go to the other side and let's see what's going on. I feel like the quality things are gonna start messing things up, but I don't actually know how they stack. Okay, there's a lot of uncommon things floating around. Are we not grabbing any uncommons? I'm going to say we probably aren't. Can I look at this again and do any? I want to do any. Okay, it's nice that I have to do this for every single one. But now I guess the uncommons will not overrun my thing, so that's good. And this way I'll have whatever rarity is created. Why did I do that, by the way? I didn't need to do rarities. And here we go. A steel plate uncommon. Concrete uncommon. Ice uncommon. What was I thinking? A rare blue chip? A rare solid fuel? We got some rares. We have uncommons. Rare steel. We have more rares coming, I think. Or maybe those are just blue chips. Those might just be blue chips. Okay, we have uncommons all over the place. And those are getting picked up now. A rare steel plate. Cool. Okay, well, we're starting to get things going on the other island. I feel like I'm having a much slower start on this island than I did any of the others. Was that a... Yeah, that was a rare ice I saw. And a rare battery. What have I done? I've introduced quality into this. Okay. I think we are going to take a break. I've played like 3 hours of the game today. We've made a lot of progress on this planet. I don't know where we're going to go from here. But we are going to somehow... Oh, no, we did have a rare blue chip. Okay, well, I don't know where we're going from here, but we are probably going to build a factory over here to make some science. We could make a rocket silo pretty quickly, I think. An electric engine unit, we have a lot of it, a lot of the resources for this already. We don't have lubricant, so we'd have to figure that out, but we could make a rocket silo. I'm not really sure what we're doing next time, but I think we have reached the end of today's streams. So thanks everybody for watching. I will see you next time. But this time, before we go, let's see who is playing Factorio and who is playing for the first time. Let me see if I can find someone playing for the first time. First steps in the wonderful world. Okay. Katov hit. Let's do this. Let's do a raid. Katov hit. They're playing Factorio for the first time. Well, they look like they know what they're doing, but let's raid there. I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.